Well, there goes Alex Albon, our first red flag of the session. Excuse the tardiness, Wolfpack fam, viewers, and subscribers. A little bit of issue this morning with the even when we pay for the services, but we are here now. And how fitting is it now that we are here? We have a red flag. So it's kind of like almost the military. We're going to hurry up and wait. Hurry up and wait. That's what we got going on. So either way it goes, we do have red flag situations. And I had spoke about this yesterday in regard to us possibly having these situations today to prolong our session, and indeed, we got it. Indeed, it did happen, and so here we are. And this is likely what we're going to experience on race day. And of course, Alex Albon's red flag disturbs a lot of people's opportunity on track. Fortunately, to some degree, as you see here, the clock has been stopped, right? So that nobody's losing the rest of the time in the session, although you you kind of you kind of wish that that didn't happen, because at the end of the day, somebody probably was on a nice flyer, and now that flyer will not, it won't be, you won't get an opportunity to get that out there. So you just have to build back up. But I'm sure all drivers are very accustomed to this by now. So it's nothing new to them, nothing they haven't dealt with. They will be fully capable of getting back out here and making it happen. So we're gonna be back to the session. We're a yellow flag now. I believe where Albon's car is parked up, we should indeed be able, or they should indeed be able to get that car off track fairly swiftly and efficiently. So we should be able to continue on. So I just want to say big shout out to everybody pulling up in the live chat. We got Galactus, Darth, Miss Dino, Mary Beanie, of course. How are you all doing this morning on a good Saturday, waiting for a good race day? We're going to be a bit earlier this weekend on the East Coast, especially qualifying starting at 8. I think our race is going to start at 700 hours on Sunday, which means we'll be live in Wolves Den, still at the regular time, because most people will not have woken their ass up at 7 a.m. to watch a Formula One race. A lot of people will, many will not. And what we're going to do is we're still going to keep the Wolves Den around the noon time. So we might have Wolves Den somewhere around 11:30 or 12, go 11:30 to 12:30, or we'll go 11 to 12, but we'll still be in that time frame, brunch, lunch type time frame. So just be aware we still will do Wolves Den. Might be a tad earlier. It will not be too much earlier, though. We're not going to go live in Wolves Den at 10 a.m. when we have family members on the West Coast that are 3 hours behind, and it's still 7 a.m. to them. And I bet many of them probably will not wake up at what would that be? Probably 5 a.m. in the morning. No, it would be 4 a.m. for them if the race starts at 7 in order to watch this race. So we're not going to set a time that likely we'll miss out on them come then. So we'll keep our time fairly a little bit more towards the noon. We do have yellow flag conditions right now. So yellow flags mean we are closer and closer, and there it is. The track is green. The time should start very soon. I was just going to say closer and closer to getting back on track, and just as I say that, we do. So yes, the race tomorrow does start at 700 hours. So that means we'll be roughly live here 845 hours, 09 a.m. here to talk about post-race highlights and everything that happened during the race, and of course to hear my rant, whether it is exciting or it is dull due to what kind of action we see. But I don't see Baku being dull. It has been anything but dull and challenging for these drivers. We've had several wall strikes. We've already had several runoffs, and now we got our first red flag. And I do not doubt tomorrow during the race, we will have a red flag then. If we don't have a red flag during the race, these drivers have done an extremely awesome job preparing themselves through the free practice sessions all the way through the qualifying sessions to get to the race, to manage while having multiple cars on track and around them not to bring out a red flag. But I'm not, if I had to put money on it, I'm going the over on the red flag. If you told me point 0.5 under or over, I'm going over on that red flag situation. And if that is a betting line, or as my son says, a parlay on the app about a red flag here at Azerbaijan, you definitely should take the over if it's 0.5 or even 1, right? Take the over on that. It's probably safe money to bet on that if you're going to bet. I'm not your financial advisor, but I'm telling you what I would do if I was a betting man within the apps, which I don't like to bet on apps. And we still got a yellow flag that just popped up right there. Don't know what that is in regards to, but we have a double yellow in track sector 6 that likely might be to pick up debris right now. So clock has not started yet. Probably still trying to get the track clear, find some other things going on. So yeah, I'm hoping I told you all, let's to kind of keep your expectations a bit in check coming into this today. Ferrari looking, how should I say? I'll use the word rejuvenated. FP1, FP2, FP3, qualifying, we'll see. Right? Qualifying, we'll see. Just you gotta kind of keep your expectations in check with Ferrari. Kind of more like go based off what they have been doing. And unfortunately, for many of you, what they have been doing is not achieving the goal or the marks when it comes to the time that it starts. And that's what you don't want. What's going on? We got Dave Squadron. We got Galactus here. Darth says, Wall, show if you got skill. Yo, for sure. Galactus, those walls will push a driver to see how good are you. And more than that, Galactus, how big are your balls? How big are your balls? How big are your balls to go into a circuit like this and really fling that car around with the walls this close with a section of a track that's probably the most narrowest in Formula One circuits? How big are your balls to go ahead, full throttle, wide open throttle, less on the gas, more on the gas, less on the brake, and go around this track basically with the notion or the practice of if you're not touching the walls, you're not extracting the most performance you can out of that car. Yeah, it's going to show. It's going to show a lot of things. And this is where I don't want to use where you separate the boys from the men, but this is where you separate the men that have the bronze and the men that don't have as much bronze and the men that don't have any bronze. This is one of those circuits. This is one of those tracks where we're going to see who's willing to push the envelope and basically who's willing to push it to a point where you know you might be in danger of ruining your race, your drive. Those who are good enough to make it happen don't. And even those that are good enough, mistakes happen. Sometimes you push the envelope just too far and mistakes happen, but hey, you have to have the audacity to do so. You have to have the lack of giving a damn to do so, knowing that, yeah, I might wreck this shit. I might wreck it, but I'm going to go for it anyway. That's the nature of a circuit like this. And this is also why I like a circuit like this. I enjoy a circuit like this. I think many of you enjoy a circuit like this. For sure. All right, we got time on the clock. 10 minutes, 4 seconds. Track temp is 27.1. Air temp is 21. Winds are 5.8 kilometers an hour due northwest. It seems this weekend, Antonelli might have another weekend where might finish a race without an incident, without a collision, and hopefully without any type of mechanical failure. That's what we can hope for, Antonelli. But do not forget, while we are watching a qualifying session, we also are having our own qualifying session in the live chat with our top fans. And right now, so far, that qualifying session looks like this. We got Darth, 75 points, all the way down to Galactus at 75 points, Mary Beanie at 50, Dave's Quattro at 25, and we have Nitro Adventure at 6. So do keep in mind, we're keeping track of where you all are going to be sitting. And with that being said, we'll come to there at about end of Q1 before we go into Q2. And we'll see how that also will be reflecting who's most active in the live chat. Don't forget, we've always seen Incredible Facts Quest come in, but we will be listen, mornings like this, the live chat is going to be a little less participation because people are still sleeping. Some people still sleep. If this qualifying session was at 10 a.m., 11 a.m., 1300, definitely different. These early morning races, like even the race events, and I think we'll still have some on the calendar where I might be up at 300 hours, 3 a.m. in the morning Eastern Standard Time for a qualifying session and or a race. So this is the nature of it. And we enjoy the sport. We enjoy the competitiveness. We enjoy seeing these teams develop, these drivers improve or decline or find new revitalization in their driving career. And it's a good time. It is a good time. Some of us actually participating in local racing events. Some of us actually building cars. Some of us actually doing things within the car realm. And some people just liking to be a spectator and watch. Some people don't want to spend gobs of money in a damn car. They rather spend money somewhere else. So yeah, I completely get it. Right now, we still have Leclerc at the top of the charts, Hamilton at 7. Now, we already know this ongoing questioning of Ferrari, where I know what we did see. I know what we did see. And I don't know if you saw it, but I saw it. I did see that Lewis Hamilton, very strong here as we were watching FP2, Lewis Hamilton leading, Leclerc at the top. And now we have a gap of 5 drivers between the two where Tsunoda goes up next to Max Verstappen. I always wonder about that. I always kind of wonder what the hell's going on, right? Why is it that we see the strength and then there goes Hamilton at the top of the charts as I'm explaining that we've seen this from Ferrari, and this is something that we want to see from Ferrari, but we haven't seen it. Galactus in the Super Chat says, my vote, at least 2 red flags and 3 DNFs. Damn, 2 red flags for the race or for today qualifying, Galactus? Are you talking about for the race or are you talking about for qualifying? We do have another red flag, and if you're talking about for now, we got 2 already. Mary Beanie says there will be another red flag shortly. Go, Sir Lewis Hamilton. We already got another red flag. We're already there, Mary Beanie. So here goes another red flag. And we're sitting again with the time clock stopped. So that's 2 red flags alone in Q1. We are not even out of Q2 yet. We're not even out of Q2. Piastri coming up there in the second spot as the red flag comes out. Now, hopefully, Nico Hulkenberg, the seasoned driver for Sauber, is the reason for the red flag, losing that front wing, causing for a lot of debris. Fortunately, most of it is not on the main part of the circuit. The car is still drivable at this point unless the FIA contact the team and tell him that he cannot continue to drive that car back to the pits. Not a good enough bail right there. Oh, yeah, he tore that front wing all the way up. He might not be out of qualifying right now, though. If he can get that car back and it's just purely, hey, we got to do the front wing. But I think some of that right tire made contact as well. And you're definitely going to need to check. You got a puncture. You're definitely going to need to check the suspension components. And then it becomes a question of, is the car stable, safe, sound enough to put back on track without causing some type of incident that will be related to this incident? And that's of course what you don't want, right? Yeah, the front nose is completely folded down. Reminds me of some character that I remember seeing on a movie that had a nose where it just kind of pointed down. Look, just was kind of weird. I forget what cartoon or what animation that might have been, but that character looked totally weird. Race day. Okay, so the Galactus says race day, 2 red flags, 3 DNFs, 4 safety cars at least. Okay, I think it's time for us to poll that. I think it's time for us to put this up at a poll. So let's do the how many red flags. Antonelli reporting that he had no break in the last corner. All right, here we go, chat. I'm going to put 1 to 3, and this is going crazy. Actually, nah, I'm gonna do this because let's be a little bit more realistic because that a 4 would be outlandishly wild. 2 to 3 and 3 to 4. I don't think more than 4. But if you want to go crazy, we can go crazy just because we have the availability to. And I will go 5 plus. Let me know how many red flags you think we're gonna have in the race tomorrow. As it sits right now, as we're looking at our fan competition right here, viewer competition, and we have Galactus leading at 275, Mary Beanie at 200, Darth Falls the third is 75, Miss Dino's at 75 and fourth. Last bringing up the rear is Nitro Adventure, and we got Chi Base right there and Dave's Quattro in fifth. Yellow flag means they're getting close to that, and it does look like Kick Sauber is actually getting a front wing on that car as we speak. They may be able to get Hulkenberg back into this yet. We'll see. 60% say 2 to 3. That's what I'm saying. I think that's a safe bet if you can find it on the betting app, right? Even if now 2 over or under on 2 red flags might be chancing it. But if they have the line set at 1 under or overall at 1, definitely take that. They probably will set it at 1.5. They'll probably do something like 1.5. You know, betting is made to make them rich and not make you rich at all. Just every now and then you got somebody that keeps you motivationally involved. Mary Beanie right now says 3 red flags in quali and 2 in the race. Okay, so you're going 3. Okay, 3. You're already at 2. You're already at 2 right now. So you're going that we're going to have a 3rd red flag by the time we get to Q3. All right. Well, it looks like I need to keep track of that. I'm going to go ahead and get my book out. I'm going to get the book out right here. 083 says, good morning, Wolfpack fam. Good morning to you, brother. I'm going to keep the book out. So already red flag count is what I'm going to call this. Red flag count. We already in Q1. Now, we'll also do the weekend. I'll go ahead and maybe we'll do the weekend as well. But Q1 right now, we already have 2. I'm going to use tallies. I'm going to go ahead and put Q2 down here, and I'll put Q3 down here. All right, so right now we're already tallied up for 2 in Q1. And Mary B might indeed be right. She's saying 3 red flags before the end of quali. So it could be possible. Talking to Albon, I'm telling you, this circuit is going to eat some drivers up. This circuit is going to eat some cars up for sure. This is one, I told you, this is one of my favorite circuits. It's very challenging for the drivers, for the teams. I like it. I do like it. And of course, the configuration or the shape of the track looking like a key is another thing I like. It's like who's got the key to open up the most performance at this track. We got all drivers right now in the pits. We have Lewis Hamilton right now at the top of the leaderboard right now. Lewis Hamilton at the top, Piastri second, and Leclerc third. Mind you, we all know Q1 is not where you should just lay all of your hopes and dreams that it is going to stay this way. We know this. We know this. We definitely know that we're going to see a lot of variation in here. And Ferrari's giving you no encouragement or reason for you to believe right now, as we sit in Q1 with Hamilton at the top, that it will stay that way. But what we are hoping for and what I am looking for is if Ferrari will be able to stay that way. And if they are, it's a wonderful thing. Gonzo from the Muppets with the nose. No, yes, Gonzo definitely. I do know Gonzo, but Gonzo's nose wasn't quite as 90-degree down. There's another character that I've seen, and I got to try to find it. I mean, the nose is ridiculous. I'm going to see if I can find this character because now it's going to aggravate me because Galactus now has us on the hunt for it. But Gonzo's one, but there was another character where their nose is just, I mean, and the character itself is ugly. The character is ugly. I'm going to see if I can find it. I don't know if it's an animation or a cartoon, but I'm going to see if I can find it. And I know Gonzo's going to come up when I put this in the Google search, right? But hopefully this other character comes up. I can't remember the movie or the show. And it's funny where you could put some of this stuff in Google search and it comes up because likely somebody else has tried to search it. So you know you're not the only one wondering at some point in time. Was it now? It's not Squidward either. It's not Squidward from SpongeBob. Not him either, because he comes up as well. And it's damn well not Pinocchio. This character. Oh, I know where it is now. It's a character in the Minecraft game. There's a character in the Minecraft game. That's where it is. That's where I've seen it on the Minecraft game in an image. There it is. There he goes right there. I found him. I found him, Chad. I found him. I'm going to bring it into view. This is what Hulkenberg's car looks like. I found it. This is the character. And they just always disturb me when I see them. They always disturb me when I see these characters. Like, they just look so weird. They look really weird. Just really kind of makes me wonder, like, ooh, what the hell is this character? Yeah, here they go right here. I'm about to bring it into view. Y'all are gonna be like, what in the hell is that, Jay? What is that? All right, here it is right here. This is the character. That's the character. That's what Hulkenberg's car looked like. Yes. Yeah, so that's it. I hate seeing them. When I see him, I'm like, what the hell is that? Who made this character with that nose? Yeah, but that's the one. That's what the car looked like. So yeah, very disturbing looking guy. I don't know who came up with that guy, but he's very disturbing looking to me. It's just like he bothers me when I see him. All right, we got a green track. Red flag is gone. Yellow flags have passed, and green is here for us now to enjoy as Lewis Hamilton sits at the top of the charts. And listen, I'm going to tell you right now, if indeed, let's just say hypothetically, and this is a big hypothetical, and many of you said 71%, 2 to 3 red flags. If Lewis Hamilton somehow in a Ferrari that has been troubled all season gets a podium, let alone a race win in Baku, this is going to be the most lit channel on YouTube. This is going to be the most lit channel on YouTube. So you might as well come back here. This is going to be the most lit channel on YouTube. It's Ferrari. Be the first time it happened. Nobody's going to have reactions and communication and chat like you all will have. You all in the chat are going to be absolutely funny, entertaining. It might be borderline disrespectful if you are a Tramp Stamp Max Verstappen type fan to be here. We know they're going to be deep on the ground in some damn barracks right there. But everybody else is going to come in. Especially imagine if the podium, has Lewis Hamilton, Yuki Tsunoda, and Antonelli on it, or Hadjar. Imagine that. Imagine a podium where it's Lewis Hamilton, Tsunoda, and Hadjar. That podium is going to be one of the most iconic podiums in Formula One career, in Formula One history. I'm telling you, a driver who goes to the second Red Bull seat, gets on podium after most people counted him out and have been giving him all types of flack. Another driver who comes into the season with a very horrible start and then gets on podium in a Racing Bulls junior varsity car, and then Lewis Hamilton going to Ferrari, a driver who has had little experience, gaining experience in a team, a crew, staff, engineers, a car development, gets a podium at one of the most difficult, challenging circuits. Yeah, that's going to be a fire podium for sure. Yeah, that definitely will be, that'll be a lit podium to me. I'm trying to tell you right now. Here we go right here, chat. Here we go. Pulling up. Lewis Hamilton still at the top. All drivers are trying to get back into their form. They're trying to get back into the groove. They only have 2 minutes to do so, but they have 2 more qualifying sessions to do so. Minecraft was crazy and almost gross. 1 billion. That is, and let me tell you what I do like about Minecraft. Russell to the top of the charts right there in a Mercedes. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's go, Mr. Russell. Before we close out the session, let me tell you what I do like about Minecraft. It's like digital Legos. It's like digital Legos taken to the umpteenth degree. So it does suit people that are inclined to build, and that's what I do like about it, because you could build all types of things in there. Miss Dino says the character is Dillinger. My little told me to let you. Hey, tell little man. Big shout out to little man for coming up with the technical term for the character. Big shout out to little man. Hey, tell little man I said thank you very much for being our analytic advisor on the Minecraft characters. We really do appreciate that. 083 says this track is definitely challenging. I think that 4 to 5 cars won't finish the race. Whoa. Bro, that's a lot. We got to poll that. That's poll worthy. Miss Dino in the super chat says, oops, a villager. Okay, so it's a villager. A villager. Tell little man, he probably got on. He said, no, I didn't say Dillinger. Mom is thinking about the deuce you kept in your boot. That's what you was thinking about. You must have had a deuce in your boot at one time. And for you all to know what I'm saying, you know what the deuce in the boot was. But yeah, it's a villager. Tell little man, thank you very much for getting mom corrected on that. I get corrected all the time. Mom, don't take anything. He just wants you to be, he wants you to be correct. He wants you to make sure you represent him correctly when you talk about this Minecraft game. All right, Chad, we got a yellow flag with only 19 seconds left in Q1. Hopefully it doesn't turn into a red flag. They might as well zero that clock out if it does turn into a red flag. We got Lando Norris at the top of the charts, Max Verstappen in second, Leclerc in third, Russell, Hadjar, Hamilton in sixth down, and then capping the 10th spot off with 0 seconds left is Kimi Antonelli. Both Aston Martins are off and into Q2, but let's see who's not making it into Q2. Right now, as it sits, we have, another red flag as it closes out. That's 3 red flags. That is 3 red flags right there, chat. 3 red flags in Q1. We could possibly have what I thought would be outlandish. I thought 5 red flags would be crazy for any session, and we might reach 5 red flags. That's 3 alone in Q1. And it is an Alpine bringing it out. And it's not Colapinto. It's Gasly. He's trying to get that car out of there. He's going to go for a 4-point turn right now. He's going to go for a 4-point turn. That car, those Formula One cars have the turning radius of a 6-inch lifted Tahoe or Chevy. He's going to try to make sure he doesn't kill that end plate, and he does make it out of there. Pierre Gasly bringing out the red flag right there at the end to make it 3. Let's go ahead and put this in here. How many cars do you think won't finish the race? Okay, so all right, here we go. How many cars DNF on race day? And I think it's okay to go 2, 4, and of course I'm gonna go 1-1 here. All right, so here you go. How many cars do you think DNF on race day? Yeah, he killed that. He killed that front wing. That's done. That's Colapinto and Gasly causing damage. Colapinto and Gasly, the entire Alpine team, brings out the red flag at the end of Q1. Flavio Brigatore says, I don't want to talk about it. What the hell's going on? You need to get the hell out of there, guy. Flavio needs to go. If you've seen The Conjuring, Alpine have done pretty much the equivalent of bringing in the demon. That's what they've done. They've brought in the demon for false promises and all types of goods, and what they're getting is a tainted, toxic house at Alpine. Flavio Brigatore was not your answer. He's definitely not your answer. But one Alpine driver will not be continuing into that session, and that is Colapinto right now. Gasly might be able to if he gets the car back, and it's not as bad. It doesn't look bad. He's going to have to get it checked out. But no. My brother mechanic was saying, he said, not gonna say nothing. Hey, man, listen. If you didn't say nothing, bro, I'd be disappointed. If you didn't say nothing, it wouldn't be you completely. Sometimes you cannot say nothing. It's like, you know what? I'll let it go. I let it go. But man, sometimes, man, I need you to say something, man. We need that spunk and that fire sometimes. But today, if it's early in the morning, you say, I'm just gonna lay it back. I got you, man. I got you. Good to see my brother right here in the live chat. All right, Haas is gonna try to get this car ready. We got a yellow flag. That will not take long to clean up, especially since we don't have any cars really on track right now. It's the end of the session. They're going to be able to scoot that up, do whatever they need to do without marshals being at danger of cars circulating around the track. Listen, and I'm going to tell you, really, you can't even blame Flavio. You can't even blame Colapinto to a degree because he's not even the first guy to go out. A well-seasoned driver bits it first. A well-seasoned driver bent it first. And before that, Alex Albon bent it up. So we really can't even criticize Colapinto because Alex Albon at Williams already went out with a collision. Nico Hulkenberg at Sauber, who's seasoned with his 10-year, already went out at Sauber. So we really can't even blame right there. Galactus says, does that count as 2 red flags when 2 cars caused it? No. You know what, Galactus? I don't think so. I think that is an interesting technical question, right? Although we're in red flag conditions, is another, and you know who would be best to answer this? Paul, probably Darth, and Derwin would probably be best suited to answer that. And also Kenny Bugs if he was here. But that is a good question. We got Julius in the super chat, diabolical work. I'm trying to tell you. It's about to get crazy, Julius. It's about to get crazy. We got Mechanic Mercedes says, Baku a deceitful. It is. Baku is a deceitful track, man. Baku is the conjuring of all circuits in the Formula One calendar. He said, no, we can blame him. All right, we'll give him a little blame. We'll give him a little blame. All right, so the drivers, as I was getting caught up and involved with the fam talking in the live chat. If you're just coming in, joining us, go ahead and get in the live chat. Drivers out in Session 1, technically, we have 5 drivers out before by standards. Hulkenberg is out, Ocon is out, Gasly is out, and Albon is out. Really, Albon, Hulk gifted drivers into a next qualifying Q2 session by being out. I would imagine that Ocon probably would have wished, but he couldn't even beat Hulkenberg's time, and he went out, that he could have done something to kind of sneak into Q2, but it won't happen. But yeah, matter of fact, let's check and see who's in the lead at Q2 at the end of Q1 for our live chat competitive competition. Right now, Julius is leading in the qualifying live chat competition with 1025. Galactus is in second at 575. Miss Dino is in third at 425. 083 in fourth. Mary Beanie is fifth. Mechanic Mercedes is sixth. Dave's Quattro is seventh. Darth is eighth. Nitro Adventure is holding on with that 75 points in ninth. Ace is at 25. And we got Chi-Base at 25. Bringing that in right there. So yes, our top 3, Julius, Galactus, and Miss Dino holding it down for your top 3 positions right there. So we got our top 15 drivers getting ready to go into Q2. They're going to get that track cleared up. Double yellow right now in sector 15. Making sure they get the debris. Want to get all of that debris off track. You want to make sure that all of that's going. It looks like Carlos is under investigation right now for an incident. So we got some investigation going on. And if anything is big enough for us to cover or go back over as far as decisions being made, we'll do that later on today. Looks like they're clearing up the track right now as we speak. And we do have track clear conditions. We got green flag conditions right now. All right, so right now, Hajar is not out of it. Exactly. Hajar is well in it in 5th place, continuing on with performance that he has surprised many with in this 2025 season. Mechanic Mercedes says that Baku track, Mary Beanie came in, that Baku track as dirty and dusty as Tyrone Pickups from the It's super slippery, bro. You know what I got to do right now. You know what I got to do. We gotta look up Tyrone Biggums, man. We gotta look at Tyrone Biggums, man. We gotta do it. Good old Tyrone. Good old Tyrone right here. We got Tyrone right here. Tyrone Biggums. Go bring Tyrone Biggums up, man. We gotta bring him up. We gotta do it, bro. We gotta do it. Where's Tyrone Biggums, man? I gotta get a good image of Tyrone Biggums, man. I don't think he appreciated that, Mechanic Mercedes. I don't think Tyrone Biggums appreciated you doing that, bro. Good old Tyrone Biggums is probably not happy with Mechanic Mercedes right now, bringing his name up in such a way. That is funny as hell, bro, that you would say that. You are hella funny for that, bro. Hella funny for that. I don't even know if we can find a good picture of Tyrone Biggums to bring up, man. All pictures that they pretty much have are heavily tainted with GIF files, so it's rough to even bring one up just as an image, man. There's Tyrone Biggums. We got Tyrone Biggums right here, chat. We got Tyrone Biggums. Good old Tyrone. You could count on Tyrone. You could definitely count on Tyrone to bring you into some issues right here. They don't even want to I can't bring up Tyrone. We got Mary Beanie in the super chat says, Jay, did you forget about me? It counts as one flag. Okay, it counts as one flag. I didn't forget about you, Mary Beanie. I didn't see it. So Mary Beanie says it counts as one flag. Mary Beanie also would know she's a historian on keeping track. I wasn't sure if you knew about all the regulations because those drivers that actually, what I was doing is talking about drivers that actually race and then race and sim would encounter that a bit more. But I do know that you are part of our historian group. Galactus says, Baku, you need big balls and big O's for this track. That's true. I wonder why a picture of Tyrone Biggums is so hard to bring up. I wonder why it's so hard to find a good picture of Tyrone Biggums. I'm dead serious. It is ultimately difficult to find a picture of Tyrone Biggums in such a way to bring up on the live stream. There we go right here. I got one. Tyrone Biggums coming to you. There goes Tyrone Biggums. That's who Mechanic Mercedes is talking about. Good old Tyrone. Good old Tyrone Biggums. There we go. Let's get it in chat. Matter of fact, before we get ready to go into Q2, let's check and see who's in the lead right now. In the lead is still Julius with 1025. Galactus is trying to make some ground on Julius at 675 points. Mechanic Mercedes is not lost, not forgotten. Still in the top 3 at 575. But Mary Beanie is getting closer and closer to the top 3. So Mechanic Mercedes, you know Mary Beanie got some smoke for you. She might try to get you up out of there. Mary Beanie at 500, only 75 points off of that. Miss Dino falls to 5th. We got 083 Dave's Quattro Darth, Nitro Adventures Ace, and we got a new one in here. We got Nicholas Heath at 12th. All right, good people, we back in it. Waiting track is cleared. The clock has been reset at 15 minutes. Our new drop-off zone has been established. In the new drop-off zone, if these drivers were not to continue and not to improve, 62% of you all said 3 to 4 cars will not finish the race tomorrow. And not to improve, we would have Lawson, Yuki, Bortoletto, and Sainz. Yikes. Behrman as well in that. That would be a yikes right there. The yikes to me would be Sainz and Yuki would be the yikes. I really want to see Sainz and Yuki make it into Q3, but it's not looking possible. And evidently, Hajar is getting way more and doing far better in the junior Red Bull car than Lim Lawson is. Yuki is dealing with all types of quarrels and troubles that number 2 drivers deal with in Red Bull. It's not an easy thing to overcome. It's not an easy feat to achieve. And Yuki is seeing that now, and several other people do. Now, we've already heard of the clamor and the talk of Hajar possibly looks like maybe interested in going to the Red Bull varsity team. Looks like Gasly is out as well. Gasly looks like he's out as well. He's doing interviews and questions, so he's probably not likely coming back. So Gasly is gone too. And I am not as against Hadjar going to Red Bull as I was before because I asked you all this question several weeks back, and I completely understand the answer being no. But the Red Bull is a company, we know what they've done. Red Bull as a team is where I just want to compartmentalize it right now. Red Bull as a Formula One team is changing. Now, if we can get Helmut Marko out of there, it'll be even more so bliss to get Helmut Marko out of Red Bull. Okay, I think at that point you may have enough key figures that we know have been toxic. Now, I will say if you get Max Verstappen out of there, it's definitely going to be better as far as an environment. I don't know about the competitiveness or the drive, but as far as the environment and an environment where a driver can probably go into and grow because they're not being suppressed by a team that is strictly developing for Max Verstappen's driving style, it would be a team that might be okay for Hadjar to join. It would be because they wouldn't be basing their development just off Max Verstappen. That's where they went wrong, and that's why in the Constructors Championship they're sucking ass. And this is just the truth. This is the truth. All right. Let me tell you what else is the truth right now. What else is the truth is crazy. We can have 187 viewers come through here, 52 viewers currently right now watching, 45, and only have 21 likes. Come on, chat. Y'all got to do better than that. You're doing great on the polls on voting. Can we get that up to 40, at least 40 likes? Can we get it up to 30 likes? That's 9 more likes to get up to 30. That's not hard at all. Get those likes up. Get the views up. Share the live stream with somebody else that likes to party with us in the morning for qualifying. Mechanic Mercedes says, I'm third. Nah, Jay, I disagree. I should be on top. This is rigged. You're cheating. I need a recount. Oh, man, you starting to sound like Trump up in here, man, with a recount. Hey, man, we'll check the system again. We'll check it again. I'm checking right now to see where you are, man. I'm checking right now to see where you are. I don't think much going to change, but I'm finna check right now to see where Mechanic Mercedes is. Oh, Mechanic Mercedes sneaks his way up to second place, 825 points. Julius is still leading by commanding 1025. Mechanic Mercedes might take this pole position over in the live chat competition, and Galactus is sitting comfortably in third. No, actually not comfortably. He's sitting pretty comfortably. He got 150 points on Mary Beanie right there for the time being. But Mechanic Mercedes sneaking his way up in the second spot. Big shout out to Mechanic Mercedes voicing his opinion for the recount. All right, Chad, let's get back into qualifying right now. We got all type of drivers interchanging, going up and going down. Nothing right now is worth taking any type of measurement off of. Getting out there, getting the tires warmed up, getting ready to try to go on their flying laps. This is going to happen. Let's see where this lies right now. Right now, main and big area of focus is Ferrari. Big area of focus is Ferrari. Another area of focus is going to be with McLaren. We got a yellow flag already. We already got a yellow flag. And remember, I'm keeping a tally of how many red flags there we go. We got our first red flag of Q2. That is 4 red flags for the entire session so far. Mechanic Mercedes says, my bro had to hit me with the Trump, but I deserved it. Hey, you know Trump always begging for a recount after he done cheated the system, bro. You know he always begging for a recount after he know he's the one that cheated. Yo, Trump is ruining this country. He is ruining this country. All right, there we go. Our first red flag of Q2. That brings us to a total of 4 red flags for qualifying. This might get crazy. We're 1 red flag away from what I thought would be a crazy number of 5 for that being a legit count of red flags. We got a hostage just gifted somebody in the Q3. Yo, Behrman is out of there. This track is wild. This track is absolutely wild right now. When you come here, you better have your shit airtight. You better have it airtight. Miss Dino, my apologies. We got the little one watching. You better have it airtight. You better have your car together. Your team better be together. Your mechanics better be together. Your engineers and aerodynamicists need to be together. Team principals need to be together. Drivers need to be together. Everything needs to be on point when you come here to Baku. That wasn't even a massive blow. But anytime, I will say this, anytime you make contact with the rear of that car, you're talking about a lot of components that are vital being disturbed. And tight tolerances are the name of the game in Formula One. So when you have a gearbox that could possibly have a continuity of impact transferred over to it, translate over to it because of suspension or wheel impact to a wall, all of that energy translates, all of that energy transfers and travels into components. And that gearbox could be impacted. And so you got to think that's it. That's not where you really want it. All right, so we got another red flag. We've got more than enough time in this session with a car that is not in pieces, that's not obliterated, where they'll get that car off. The clock is stopped at 11:54. More than enough time to get Q2 completely on. We got Mechanic Mercedes in the live chat. Mechanic Mercedes in the live chat. I got to bring my brother up. Mechanic Mercedes in the live chat says, you have to brake at the perfect breaking point. You are right. And you got to be able to get on the gas just right, or else you know it could be a wrap for you. Galactus in the super chat says, I told you walls are the equalizer of skill. We got Derwin Hill. What's up? I'm telling you, Derwin, Baku it's already entertaining, bro. It's already entertaining. Let's see who now is in the lead right now. Mechanic Mercedes is in the lead with 1,175 points, taking Julius and tossing him off the top provisional step right now, like the scene in Black Panther when Killmonger just tossed T'Challa off the cliff into the waterfall. All right. And we got Galactus holding down in third. Now with a commanding lead over Mary Beanie right there. Miss Dino in fourth. We got 083 in sixth. Derwin Hill, seventh, coming into this fight right away. Already coming in. He's a qualifying person right there. We know Derwin Hill drives for the grudge race. Dave's Quattro at 8th. Darth at 9th. Nitro is still holding at 10th. Ace at 11th. Chi Base at 12th. Patrick at 13th. Nicholas falling down to 14th. Now, we do know that Ollie Behrman wasn't happy with the braking situation. And as we saw that Mechanic Mercedes brought up braking as a key factor that you need to have in here. And Behrman is out, and I think he has some quarrels with braking. Ocon probably has some quarrels with braking. And right now, we got Julius in the super chat says qualifying going to be 2 hours today. Hey, facts. Facts, qualify. And remember I said this yesterday. I said it's likely tomorrow, if we get red flags, qualifying is going to be extended beyond its typical time. And that is exactly what we're running into. Mechanic Mercedes says this is no longer rigged and Jay not cheating. I don't know. We got to see. Julius might have snuck in on you, bro. It's not cheated, but Julius might have snuck in and took that back. Oh, Julius and Mechanic Mercedes are tied for first. Julius in second because Mechanic Mercedes did overtake him. But right now, both equal at 1,275 points, with Galactus having a pretty good damn seat watching this battle right here in third. Mary Beanie in fourth as she's peeking around Galactus to see this battle for the front. Ooh, this is getting spicy in there. This is getting spicy, chat. All right, we do have track cleared. 11:54 is still on the clock. Pia right now. Now, what this is doing, and this is what is interesting to me, and I wouldn't mind if it did happen. And of course, my reasonings for it happening would be completely selfish. What else is selfish is people not hitting the like button on this live stream and sharing it because we're having an awesome time in here. This is selfish of me, and I know, but I wouldn't mind a red flag at times where it kind of impairs top drivers' times, because then what we have is top drivers kind of filtered or sprinkled throughout the grid, sometimes further back than they would, and that might give us an excellent overtaking battle. That might give us excellent battles to watch on track of overtaking as they have to work their way back up. Galactus in the super chat says, walls plus rain, nerves of steel and skill. Hey, bro, I like those bars. Those bars right there. Galactus, what you trying to rap this morning? You need a beat. You need a beat. I'm just playing. I'm not finna sit up here and beatbox the whole time. I was just trying to give Galactus a beat so he can start spitting some more F1 Formula 1 bars. It's right there. Walls plus rain equals nerves of steel and skill. Dropping 2 hot bars right there in the track. Hit the like button, chat. Track is clear, 11:54, waiting for cars to get back out and pit out. Waiting to get, we've already had a red flag here in Q2, right at pretty much the jump. And we are going to be waiting for the next red flag to happen. Right now, we are at 4 red flags completely in this session of qualifying for Baku. And now we look like we might have sprinkles of rain coming in. This right here is going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. All right. This race right here is going to be crazy for sure. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, if you look below the Wolfpack VIP box situation, look below that, you will see that your likely places to overtake as you pass the DRS detection zones 1 and 2, these 2 straights. You got a nice medium straight and you got a pretty much long straight right there. Those are going to be your 2 opportunities to overtake on this track. All right, those are 2 places that if it's going to happen, that's where you could possibly make it happen. If it's going to happen, all right? And also, do not forget, as we sit in this circuit, we've got a lot of other things that will be taking place. So we are looking forward to that as well. And hopefully things don't get too silly here. That's what I can say. Hopefully things don't get too silly here. Here's your preview chart of Baku. All right, traction. Say it's up to 5, but, I would debate that. Tire stress is about a 3, possibly. Asphalt grip, yeah, now this is where it's at. 2, for sure. Then you got braking is a 4, as Mechanic Mercedes talked about braking. Track evolution is at a 5, and downforce is at a 2. Big shout out. We got Mechanic Mercedes in the super chat saying that Bortoleto phenomenal. You think Hulk at risk for 2026? And what's going on with the Williams? And how come no one criticizes Carlos like they do Lewis? Thank you, Mechanic Mercedes. And you know why. And he got a bunch of these. So success plus this is going to get you unfair treatment in some places all the damn time, bro. Mechanic Mercedes dropping some major doo-doo facts out here on these people. And that's why, brother. That's why. And let's just keep it a buck. It's true. Carlos is not doing the best that many of us thought he might be able to do. Why? Because, and it's fair. Let's keep it fair. Carlos and Lewis Hamilton are experiencing what is completely normal in Formula One. Neither one of these drivers should be overly criticized joining new teams, getting into cars they haven't been accustomed to driving, and working with people that they're having to work with for the first time of their stint at new teams. This is typical. So why do we have an over-criticism of Lewis Hamilton and pretty much no criticism of Carlos Sainz? You know what's up. It's because, one, Lewis Hamilton is a 7-time world champion, and him being a 7-time world champion and being Lewis Hamilton, because he's been so successful that a group of people feel as if he should have been able to come into Ferrari and just take right off. That's not how Formula One works, and it's not easy to do that. There's another group of people, because Lewis Hamilton is a black man in the sport and is as successful as he is, they love nothing more than to talk about him possibly being on his downfall and or to see him on his downfall. That also is a true narrative. There's another group of people that want to see a driver accomplish as much as he can, and one of the people that could keep that from happening if they get a good car is Lewis Hamilton. There are several variations in there for sure. Several variations of reasons in there for sure. Neither one of those reasons is the sole reason. They are basically a completion of many reasons and narratives that you have out there. Now, Hulk being out in 2026, right now we got Norris at the top of the charts. We got Pia in the drop-off zone. We got Sainz at 2, and Pia pops over to second real quick before I answer my brother's question. Do I think Hulk can be out 2026? Who else can they get? Who else could they get? Now, Audi might indeed have, I don't think Audi's getting rid of Bortoleto for sure. So, yeah, it's possible Hulk could be out. But it's also possible that Audi say, you know what? Let's keep what we got and let's run this for now. But we do have a driver that we got our eye on. We want him to come in as reserve. Get some of that knowledge up, kind of like you should treat a rookie quarterback in the NFL. Get some of that knowledge up, seat time, sim time. Every now and then when we could put the other reserve drivers or rookie drivers out on track, because you have to do that as a Formula 1 team. I think they have to do it at least twice in the season. Derwin or Mary Beanie, correct me on how many times you have to do that in the season, put a rookie driver or let another driver get some experience on a Formula 1 track. I think it's twice in the season at any point in time the teams choose, but it has to be done before the end of the season. Julius in the Super Chat says, yeah, Hamilton doing the best of all drivers at the new team. Get off his nuts. Facts. And that goes back to what Mechanic Mercedes is saying. He's been in the points every event except for one, I think. Except for one event with a new car. And with a braking setup he's never liked. Historically, Hamilton's never liked Brembo brakes. We know this. Ferrari has historically muffed up plenty of development with their car. We know this. He's battling a lot, and he's battling the culture of Ferrari being disturbing right now, because they're disturbing because they thought they were fine, but it's disturbing. Yeah, he's battling a lot. People don't give him enough credit. People give him enough flack, but they don't give him enough credit. Right now, we got Norris at the top, Russell and Antonelli second, and Piastri. Whoa, Max Verstappen pumping in that hot lap, as I always say he could do. He's very capable of pumping in the hot lap. And there he goes. He pumps one in, gets in the second. All right, we got Derwin Hill in the Super Chat said there will be a lot of dirty air in the race, which will cause understeer. This is, man, Derwin, bringing in some technical driving analysts right here from one of our Wolfpack grudge racers right here. I'm going to bring that up. There will be a lot of dirty air in the race, which will cause understeer. There will be more wall hits causing DNFs due to the dirty air. Got you. The challenge will arise for the drivers once they start to lose grip. Facts. And who is leading right now? We got Julius back in the lead with 1,800 points in Q2 right now. Mechanic Mercedes being kicked back to second. Derwin Hill comes in out of nowhere for third position, possibly going to grab provisional pole position in our Wolfpack qualifying competition. And Galactus is right there holding it down with a commanding lead in fourth. Who's in last down here? We got Ace in last. We got Darth kicking up in ninth. Let's go, Chad. All right, we got 3 minutes right now creeping up on us. We got 3 minutes creeping up on us. No TLC puns. And right now, we have Lando Norris at the top of the charts. We got Lewis Hamilton at 10 and Leclerc in the drop-off zone. We got Russell and Antonelli in Mercedes equipment, third and fourth. Max Verstappen in second. Sainz in sixth. Lawson and Hadjar in seventh. And Yuki joining the top 10. This right here is sprinkled of what the hell. Sprinkling of what the hell is going to happen. We got several people joining us right now as they open their eyes, crusty, breath kind of tainted, saying, oh, I forgot qualifying was this early. Yes, qualifying's early. Fortunately for you, we're still here. We still have an entire Q3 session to get through, and we have a portion of Q2 to get through. Thank you for joining us this morning for the Wolfpack qualifying live stream. Hit that like button, please. We only got 32 likes. We should have more than 32 likes in here. More than 32, 3 likes. Thank you, whoever hit that like button right there. And then when I was reading those damn statistics out, big shout out to everybody competing in the live chat competition. Right now, we are sitting right. I don't really know who's going to get pole, but I'm going to ask you all who's not making it into Q3 right now. That's what I'm going to ask you. Who's not making it into Q3? Who's out in Q2? And I'm going to go with, I'm not going to pick Alonso. Stroll. Oh, did Hamilton hit the wall? Was that Charles or what it looked like? Was that Lewis Hamilton that hit the wall or was that Shaw that hit the wall? Ooh, woo. Hamilton being on a flyer. Oh, let's see. I'm telling you, this grip is crazy loose here. Damn, Ferrari drivers are going at it right now. Let me finish this poll. Let's see, who else can I put in here? And let's go. Oh, well, somebody's going to get gifted, but we're going to have to put one of these drivers in here. And I'm going to, Leclerc pops over to 5. Yo. This is crazy work. All right, Chad, here we go. Man, I might have to put Hamilton in there and see what y'all say. Let's see what y'all say. Only 1 minute left in this session. Who's out in Q2? Who is out in Q2, chat? Right now, we got Norris, Verstappen, Russell, top 3. Ending our Q2, we only had 1 red flag in Q2. Possible. I'm not going to count a red flag out at the very last seconds of Q2 because it could possibly happen. Hopefully not. We had enough disturbance, enough pause right here. So right now we're up to 4 red flags, and we could possibly have 5 before it's all said and done. Right now they got 30-something seconds, so hopefully they're going to clear the line, and some of these drivers will be able to get another flying lap. Right now, if it sits the way it is, we will have Yuki, Hamilton, Stroll, and Bortoleto out. I think Behrman is out anyway because he's going to give somebody in the Q3, taking up that final spot right there for the drivers that'll be out because he's out of qualifying altogether. Ooh, Pia is close. Pia is close. Hadjar going up to 7th. So we got a 50%. Who's the other 50? Who's shared between them, Bortoleto? So many of you say Stroll. All right, we'll keep that. We'll keep that and see how many of these I got right on, and we'll see how many who's the most that you got right in this. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. Q3. Yo, Hamilton got to get up out of there. He ain't got. This is the last opportunity he has. He's out of there. He's out of there. There it is, chat. 12 is crazy. All right, so how many did I get right? I said Yuki, Bortoleto, Stroll. Whoa, Yuki kicks over the 10th. Alonso falls back. Damn. There go the results we had. Stroll is out. Yuki, it gets out of there by the skin of his butt cheeks. Hamilton is out. Bortoleto is out. So I got 3 out of 4 of those correct. 3 out of 4 correct. Yuki made it out. Just barely made it out. I would have been 100% on that. Many of you said Stroll. You were absolutely right. 50% said Stroll, and then the other 50% was spread throughout the rest of the 3 drivers. That's wild, man. Yo, that is wild shit right there. This is crazy. That's crazy right there. Max Verstappen going into pole position right there with almost a full 10th over Norris. Yo. Now, this is what I will say. A circuit like this, having the mentality of Max Verstappen can suit a circuit like this. I'm just being for real because he's reckless. He don't give a damn. He's reckless and he don't mind being reckless. That's wild work for Hamilton to be out. What happened there? Leclerc falling to 6, but getting out of the drop-off zone. This is, Ferraris. These drivers are going to be pissed with Ferrari. I mean, With these drivers, I do wonder this. I'm going to ask you all this right now, just right now. This is a big hypothetical, right? This is a big hypothetical. Opened up at let's say I'm gonna say CL leave. Let's see, stay or all right, here we go. What do you think? If this is a big hypothetical, just a big hypothetical, we're just playing the what if game. Right now, seats opened up in McLaren or Aston. Does Charles and Hamilton leave? Both leave, going to what either or team? Does Charles and Hamilton stay at Ferrari? Does Hamilton leave? Charles stays. Charles leaves, and Hamilton stays. Let me know what you think. Julius in the super chat says sabotage. It looks crazy. What did I? This is, and this cannot be a coincidence. Just to say, this is happening consistently through the season. It's happening consistently through the season where it's at the top. He's running at the top, and then all of a sudden, come Q2, Q3s. Where is the pace? It's a little wild. It's a little wild right now. It's wild. Now listen, we do have a battle front. We only had one red flag for Q2. We're gonna keep the counter going for Q3. Matter of fact, let's check our live chat competition pole hunting competition right now. We got Julius. Whoa, Julius gapping Mechanic Mercedes with 2,300 points. Mechanic 1650. Where the hell did Derwin Hill come from? 1175, sneaking into the third spot. Galactus fourth, Mary Beanie fifth. These are our top 10. Top 10, all that matter right now. Miss Dino 6, 083 7th, Darth 8th, Dave's Quattro 9th, Chi Base is in 10th. Everybody else is out of there. Let's say sneak in at the end. Those are our top 10, chat. Those are our top 10. All right, there it is right there. Drivers that will be going to the motorhome and playing F1 2025, which you can play with us anytime Formula One is not doing anything. You can come here and race with us if you are indeed a sim racer yourself. Right now, Alonso is going home. Hamilton is going home. Bortoleto is going home. Stroll will go home. And Behrman said, I'm just going to chill out anyway and be done with this. And so the table has been reset. We are now going to start our pecking order for our final 10 competitive drivers. And right now, the fight is probably mainly between McLaren and Red Bull, with Mercedes trying to maybe have a wish of a hope to pop into the top three, but I don't think so. And Leclerc is Leclerc going to go out here, and we know, and it's been known, that Leclerc is a driver who can definitely get a one lap pace that can rival a pole position, but then in the race, Ferrari tend to fall off pretty much like they're falling off now. But can he do some magic here? He's had pole position here plenty of times. Leclerc is a phenomenal qualifier, should I say? Not the best race winner, but that one lap place is all you need in a qualifying round. Just one lap can make it happen for you in pole position, but one lap is not going to do it for you in the race. So your team's got to be together. Mechanic Mercedes in the super chat says why they keep him on softs. Right, mediums are the right tire. And facts. Facts. Medium is the right tire. Now, I wonder, were they trying, because Leclerc's on mediums. Leclerc's on mediums. Why was Hamilton on softs? I don't know. Very good question, good sir. Miss Dino says, still rocking with, all day, Miss Dino. 100%, 1,000 wow. We putting this in the chat right here. 1,000 wow. All day long. All day long. I don't know. Derwin, 36% say Hamilton leaves, Charles stays. Yeah, I think Charles is a lifer at Ferrari. I don't think he drives for anybody else in his entire career, honestly, unless they kick him out. Yeah, but that is wild, man. That is wild. 50% of y'all haven't hit the like button. 50% of y'all right now in the live chat haven't hit the like button. Hit the like button, chat. Hit the like button. But yeah, it is wild. The soft tires seem to not be it. Now, medium tires seem to be more like what Hamilton was going to. And this is a constant thing that we're seeing. Where are these decisions coming from? Why are some of these decisions being made that clearly, obviously shouldn't be made? Decisions should be made, but they're making the wrong decisions. And this is a constant thing. Derwin Hill in the super chat, my bro says it was probably better for Lewis to do it on softs to save that. And that's what I was going to say, to save a set of mediums for the race, since the mediums are the better tire. And that's what I was going to say, is they were trying to save a set of mediums and hoping he can kind of squeeze in there. But I need to see what the tire availability is for them too. That is a good point though, Derwin, for sure. I need to see if I can find the tire availability, if that has been put out yet, or they're going to wait till after qualifying to see what they've saved. But let me see how many tires, if at all, they had available. Looks like some rain, just a little drop here and there. You know, if rain comes in, Russell be the first person to let us know if that rain comes in and it ain't gonna be right. He gonna let us know immediately. Immediately. Let's see. Julia says Ferrari didn't want to take a chance of Hamilton showing up Leclerc. That's how a lot of people do feel, man. I don't know if that's completely true to some degree, but that is how many people do feel. And I can't blame them for feeling that way, because some things look odd. All right, so let's see what we got. Best top 3 times right there. Let's see if we can find the tire availability for these drivers. It might not be out yet because they're going to wait till after the qualifying session to see completely what they do have. Right now we don't have that information just yet. I think they're going to wait till after qualifying, because you're still using your tires, still can choose what you want to kick back. So we'll just keep an eye on that for later on and see what happens. Right now, we have 8 minutes. We have not had a red flag yet. Track is still clear. Times are, I don't know what's up with the GPS system or the tracking system. But Gregory Williams popping in says, are we talking bad karma, or is Ferrari that bad? Lord, this is what I said yesterday, Greg. This is what I said yesterday. And this is what I was concerned about. Where does it go? Where does it go? All week leading up to this, Hamilton at the top, and then coming into qualifying, Q2 is where the water tower is, where it says weird's got to happen. Something weird's got to happen. And it happens consistently. Woo! Lando Pia right now at the top. This system looks jacked. Oh, we got a yellow flag, chat. We got a yellow flag. Is it going to be? That's gone. That's gone. I was like, is it going to turn into a red flag? Looked like a Mercedes was in the runoff area over there. Ooh, Lawson. Woo, we know that ain't sticking. We know that ain't sticking like a dead kicking chicken. That's not sticking. Sainz, we got a bunch of just shenanigans going on right now. 7 minutes into this, 7 minutes left in the session. We just got a bunch of shit ramping off. And this is what I can tell you. If Max Verstappen doesn't get into the top 5 or even pole position, he will have some type of complaint about the car. Not to say it's not justified, but it's just to say he doesn't complain much when he's at the top. Even when shit's going wrong, he still ain't complaining. But when it seems like Max always has to offer some type of reason or excuse. There's our first red flag, chat. We got our first red flag. That makes 5 red flags for the qualifying session. First red flag right now of Q3. We got a 5 red flag. So my number of 5 was not outlandish. I felt like 5 was a crazy number to say for this. This pretty much could be what the race looks like tomorrow. We are getting prolonged on qualifying like it is nobody's business. Charles Leclerc bites it for this might just be bad Ferrari karma. Charles Leclerc does what he does best sometimes, and he bites it. He is nose front end into the barriers. I think that's Tech Pro. I think he's in Tech Pro. Ferrari with a double do not finish. Well, actually, Charles with a double do not finish. Lewis just didn't make it through. This is crazy. You can't make this crap up. Nasty Sue said, why didn't they give Hamilton the mediums? Yo, bro, a lot of us want to know that. A lot of us want to know. We want to know as well. Why did they not? I feel you. Greg in the Super Chat says, Jay, believe it or not, I kept hearing your voice in regards to what happened at Ferrari during qualifying. Unbelievable. Bro, here it is. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Now, let's see who's in the lead for our qualifying competitive session right now. Julius is holding strong, but Derwin is creeping on your gearbox, bro. Derwin Hill is creeping up on Julius's gearbox. Right now, Julius has 2,550 points. Derwin has 2,175. Mechanic Mercedes on the edge of breaking that 2,000, and Nasty Stu comes out of nowhere and might take Mechanics Mercedes' position with 1025. Galactus at 9. Miss Dino at 575. Glass, welcome to the top 10 at 550. Mary Beanie still in the top 10 with 525 and 083 of 400. And Darth with a lonely 150 holding in for the top 10 right there, Darth. Everybody else is not even close to being in it. Not even close, but it's not too late to get into it because I'm telling you, Derwin came out of nowhere. Nasty Stu flies out of nowhere, and Glass just comes in the top 10 at 7, like some Hadjar vibes right there. Red flag right now. Clock is stopped at 7 minutes. 7 minutes. We're waiting to see what's going to happen. Who's going to grab the qualifying pole position right now going into the pits as that red flag comes out. Sainz is in the top position holding it down. Hadjar's in 3. Lim Lawson's at 2nd. We got Red Bull Junior cars right there occupying the top 3 positions. Verstappen's at 4th. Meaning to me, that probably would be your fair sample size for that. We got super chats to read right here. We got super chats coming in. And as we look, let me make sure I didn't miss anybody. Let me go ahead and click over here to so I can see only the super chats right now. We got the race is going to be epic, wall-to-wall battle. Galactus, you typically do have a good feel for what the race will be, so I'm going to go for that. Nasty Sue says it's raining, and rain could mean all types of change in here. Miss Dino says the ancestor said not today. Not today, Charles. The power of the Black Panther has been stripped from you. Julius in the chat says, that's what Ferrari gets. This is crazy. I love it. The personalities in here are awesome. Yo, G5 MDS flying. What's up, bro? Movepack member for 34 months, about to be at that 36-month mark. Greg says, took the wind out of my sails. Disgusted. Obliterated. God, I'm telling you, it's looking bad right there. Looking bad right there. Yo, we got some rain, chat. We got real rain right now for the qualifying session. This could turn out to be crazy. Imagine if pole position is Carlos Sainz, because rain will change the tire strategy. Rain will put these drivers on a tire that will not be optimal to achieve the times that you would have on a dry track with slicks. Off of a default, we could see Lim, Lawson, Hadjar, and Sainz on the top three. That's going to be crazy. Remember, oh man, Charles, that car up. He messed that car up. I remember when it wasn't this section, it was really up into the castle section where Charles just ran into the wall. I know Ferrari fans out there are just deflated. They are deflated. 083 in the super chat. 083 in the super chat says, what do we got right here? 083, let me see. 083 says, this race has chaos written all over it. I agree. I'm telling you, this is the conjuring of all circuits in Formula One. When you come to Baku, you're basically coming to the conjuring. Mechanic Mercedes says, this is insane. Did they put Charles on mediums and Lewis on softs because Lewis is faster than Charles on the mediums? Ooh. Ooh, brother. Damn. Foul play like a mug. Okay. Then it says, if that's the case, still not a good decision. You'd want the faster driver up in the classifications. Bro, dropping facts. Derwin Hill in the chat says, that's it for qualifying. Interesting. This is insane. And Ferrari doing Ferrari things, shaking my head. Facts. Effing it up, bro. That's what they doing. Effing it up. That's what the F in Ferrari stands for other than Ferrari. Effing it up, fouling it up, fumbling it up, in it up, falling hard. Yeah, anything with the F that you could think of that's a negative connotation, that's what Ferrari's doing, bro. That's what they're doing. All right, here it is right here. Right now, oh, Derwin Hill throwing some uppercuts in here. Derwin Hill throwing some jabs out here. Derwin Hill with 3,175 points, taking over provisional pole position. Julius with 30-50 in second, not far off. Not far off with 125 points gap between them. Mechanic Mercedes at 2,900. 2,900. Nasty Stu right there in fourth. Galactus in fifth. Miss Dino 6. Glass 7. Mary Beanie 8. 083. And Darth still in the top 10. Ooh, the competition there is getting crazy too. Miss Dino in the super chat says, why I feel better, I'm conflicted. Nah, Miss Dino, you completely okay. You okay right there for that. It's completely normal to feel that way. All right, chat, here we go. Big shout out. Listen, can you hit the like button, chat? Just hit the like button. Just hit the like button. It doesn't cost you anything. Hit the like button. Let's see if we can get the likes up to 70. We got 45 right now. Let's see if we can get it up to 70. It'd be cool to get it up to 100. Yo, this is wild right here, chat. Wild. Yellow flag right now. Track is clear. It's going to be clear. They're going to do the section check. Track's going to be clear. Right now, we got our bro right here, 083 in the chat. 083 says, yeah, Ferrari is getting wrapped around their own axles typically. Yeah, that's true. Ferrari kind of does it to themselves, right? Self-inflicted. All the time. Self-inflicted, bro. For sure. For sure. All right, here we go, Chad. Hopefully, we got 7 minutes. 7 minutes for these drivers to start proving themselves. Proving themselves in challenging conditions, but the rain might let up. I don't think they should delay qualifying. If these teams got tires, these teams have intermediates, they got wets, I don't think they should be delaying qualifying. Do not delay qualifying for Lando, Piastri, or Max Verstappen. If the track is clear of debris, get qualifying on board. Don't try to wait because it's raining. I don't like that type of shit. I don't like that. If this track gets clear, I don't care about it drizzling or raining. Let them out. Green light the pit lane. Let these cars get out there. If you got to go on inners, then you got to go on inners. But don't try to hold up qualifying, hoping that you can get Max Verstappen, Lando, and Piastri back up to the top 3. I don't like that type of shit, man. Yo, Nasty Stu, I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. I am completely with you. This top 3, epic start. Epic start and a challenging race, at least in the first 15 laps. Mechanic Mercedes, my brother in the chat, says Charles makes it hard to defend sometimes. He does, bro. He does. Hey, listen, right. Mechanic Mercedes brings up a very good point and a long debated point as well. Why? Because not all, I don't want to group 100% of people here because that would be completely false, and I can catch myself before I let that exaggeration fly. Many of us have criticized Charles on whether he can technically be the lead driver by far and by none because he makes rookie-esque mistakes, right? A track here, completely understandable. We've had seasoned drivers making rookie-esque mistakes, but these are just mistakes that this track can have you make because it's that challenging, right? It's that challenging of a circuit. So, no, I'm not over-criticizing Charles right now in this moment, but I'm criticizing his overall body of work at many other circuits and things he's done. Charles damn well knew Ferrari were hinging on him and him alone to try to put them in the best position possible. And he bites it. He bites it. At some point, there has to be a thought process of saying, listen, I got to just keep us as high as we can go and make the push where I can and not risk the car. And he bites it. But Nasty Stu, I am completely with you. This would be epic. Oh, Nasty Stu takes over provisional pole position with a commanding 4,875 points. He literally comes. That's a DRS wing crack like nobody else has seen. 4,875 points, takes over provisional pole position in the Wolfpack Challenge competition qualifying live chat. Derwin Hill with 3,175 points, and Julius in third with 3,050, with Mechanic Mercedes just 25 points off of tying, but 50 points off of taking that off. This right here getting crazy. This right there is getting crazy. It's a page turner. I just turned a page literally in a book. All right, so here we go, chat. We got 7 minutes. Track is clear. I don't like the waiting. They need to get these cars out. I don't care about trying to let the track dry. I don't give a damn about trying to let no track dry. This is where I feel things can be a little bit tainted, right? Gregory Williams in the super chat. We got Greg in the super chat. Greg says, reminder, this is the track they said Leclerc does. My bro about to praying in the heavy shade does well at recent history. How do the pundits feel now? Bro just gave him crow pie. Bro just gave him some ultimate crow pie right there. Derwin in the super chat says, not today, Stu. DRS activated. Challenge. Derwin challenges it. Let's see where that puts Derwin. It does put him over Nasty Stu by commanding 5,675 points. We got a battle on our hands, folks. We got a battle in the live chat qualifying while the battle on track is being held because they are trying to pacify other drivers. Not in our qualifying session. Derwin's Hill says, Nasty Stu, get back. Nasty Stu in second place now, 4,875. Julius is right now having the best seat at the battle with 30-50. And Mechanic Mercedes with 30-25 at any point in time can kick Nasty Stu out of third and send him packing in fourth place, which will knock him out of the top 3. Oh, we got cars on this track. We got cars on this track. Let's go. Start that clock. Start that clock. And I hope because they waited, I hope the sprinkles come. I hope the sprinkles rain down on them. Let's go. Let's go. I want to see it. I want to see it. Let's make it happen. We have 5 red. Okay, it's time for us to go ahead and get in here. Oh. Mechanic Mercedes, you petty, bro. Mechanic Mercedes is ultimately petty. He has the best pettiness of pettiness. Mechanic Mercedes just said, y'all got me effed up around here. I might be in the red, but I'm not Ferrari. Mechanic Mercedes says, not today. I'm still on the throne. Bro does not play. He says, I'm not playing that shit. And that will put Mechanic Mercedes out of fourth into first. 8,025 points. Listen, chat, listen, I'm telling you right now. Whoever grabs pole position today, I'm sending you a Wolfpack Purple Sectors hat. Whoever grabs pole position today, I'm sending you a Wolfpack Purple Sectors hat. It's gotta be, because this qualifying session right now in our live chat is crazy. Whoever grabs pole position, I'm sending you. Oh my gosh, Nasty Stu says you ain't as petty as me, and 083 gives you the best gift you can ever get, which is a Wolfpack membership. Nasty Stu, you crazy with the work. Crazy work, chat. Oh my goodness. That would put Nasty Stu in first place with 9,875 points, 8,000 to Mechanic, and Derwin now kicked to third. Oh, this shit's getting spicy. This is getting spicy, and while we're on track, Sainz is leading still. They're about to start pumping in some laps, and we got some crazy shit going on in our chat. Big shout out. Nasty Stu is not making this easy for Mechanic Mercedes or Derwin or anybody else. Nasty Stu says, eat my dust and smell my exhaust. That's nasty work right there. 083, big shout out. Who got that Wolfpack membership from 083? 083 gifted somebody. And Chris Cola, welcome to the fam. Chris Cola, you have been gifted one of the best gifts on YouTube. Get in there, get in the Discord, and have a good time. But right now, listen, if you ain't about it, don't mess around with them. Don't mess around in here if you ain't about it, because these drivers, they ain't playing around right here in the live chat. They not playing around. All right, chat, here we go. Carlos Sainz right now is in the pits. We got 4 minutes left in Q3. We have 5 red flags totaled in this session. Derwin Hill says, my power unit just went out. Yo, Derwin Hill, oh my gosh. We got a battle between two individuals. Derwin Hill checks out, says his power unit is smoking, dropping oil all over the track. Mechanic Mercedes says, nah, Stu, I got both DRS, ERS, and I got a Sneaky Pete nitrous bottle right here in my damn halo. Oops, just dusted you. He says, too soon, Junior. Miss Dino was in the chat, said, y'all ain't no ball. Geez, I'm telling you, they ain't playing around. They not playing around. Oh my gosh, 13,000 points. Mechanic Mercedes says, I'm getting that Wolfpack hat. That is the trophy of the day. And I'm going to send you a Formula One trading card. I am going to send today, whoever gets pole position is going to get this Silver Lava Yuki Tsunoda Formula One card with a Wolfpack hat. Oh, it's another red flag. Oh, Oscar Piastri bites it. Oscar Piastri bites the damn wall. What the hell? What is going on? What the fuck is going on here? What is happening? McLaren, get it together. That's some bullshit. Oh my gosh. A red flag with 3 minutes left in this session. That is 6 red flags for qualifying. Oh my goodness. We got super chats to read. Right there, Miss Dino. We got Greg in the super chat says, spicy on track, and in the chat, Greg dropping more balls. Nasty Stu. Nasty Stu. What are you doing? Nasty Stu says, get in the pits, Mechanic. Oh my gosh. laughing my ass off. Mechanic says he's got to respond. Mechanics go, Miss Dino, all God's grace. This is how we support the great channel. Wolf have saved some of our lives. We're grateful. Hey, bro, much love. This is crazy. This is wild. Yo, big salute to all of y'all. Y'all are beyond fucking awesome. Nasty Stew with 14,875 points. Mechanic Mercedes with 13,275. Derwin Hill says his power unit crapped on him, so he must have a Renault power unit. 5,775. And Oscar Piastri is out. Listen, Mechanic Mercedes is not bullshitting y'all. Y'all just don't know. Mechanic Mercedes, bro, I really appreciate you. Mechanic Mercedes probably knows like other people. In the past, and y'all know my situation, right? You know my situation. In the past few weeks, I have spent $3,000 trying to optimize Rode mics, lighting, getting this damn tower that is ridiculous. Listen, let me show y'all the new PC. I went and got it upgraded so we can have better streams. This is the new PC. $3,000 alone on the new PC so we can have better streams here. Listen, I do my best to try to build this community, and I really do appreciate y'all being the community, because it wouldn't be a community without y'all. For real. I can't do this shit alone. If it was just me up here, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't do this shit alone. Y'all make this community as great as it is. Salute to y'all. And this gives me opportunity to give shit like this away, not this hat. Yo, if you want me to autograph the hat, whoever gets the hat, if you want me to autograph it, I will autograph it. And we got Galactus getting in here says, big bank take little bank. Fire. We got 083 said, Jay, little ones watch. Okay, my bad. Did I cut? My bad. I forgot the little ones watching 083. I got excited, man. Oscar Piastri going out. Mechanic Mercedes on his big dog bag. Fresh sauce. Do you sure you want the sauce? You sure you want the sauce and not the super mediums? You sure sauce and not super mediums? Super duper mediums? Yo, where's that going to put Mechanic Mercedes? That 23,000. That puts Mechanic at 23,000 points. Nasty Stew is at 14,000. Nasty Stew, did you give up? Mechanic Mercedes about to kick your ass in here, man. Oh, my bad. Derwin Hill, 5,000. Derwin said he crapped out a long time ago. That leaves the door open for Julius if he wants to take it. Chat, listen, you know what? Hold on, chat. Hold on. Check this out. I got something. I got to do it. All this competitiveness, I got to do it. I got to do this. Chat, you know I'm walking off screen. I got to do this. Hold on. I got to. All right, chat. Listen, check this out. Because y'all being so awesome, I got to do this. I am going to not only send whoever wins this battle, because this battle's gotten crazy, entertaining as crap. Nasty Sue says this damn red flag is giving Verstappen pole vibes. Oh, it does, bro. You right. Damn, why you had to do that? Nasty Stew? They letting him back in. That's why I said it should have just started. I feel like they waited trying to kind of, babysit it. Galactus says, I will sponsor 3 T-shirts, P1 to P3. Yo, chat, check it out. Now, keep in mind, if you're overseas, we got to work it out. Now, right now, whoever makes the top 3, Galactus is going to sponsor 3 Purple Sector lifestyle shirts. So the top 3 will get shirts. But whoever gets first, I'm going to change it up. Whoever gets first is going to get the Wolfpack Purple Sectors hat. And you will get the Ferrari, die-cast Ferrari, all right? You're going to get the Purple Sectors hat and the die-cast Ferrari. That's for first place. Second place will get a Yuki Tsunoda trading card and the keychain, Wolfpack keychain. Third place will get the keychain. Everybody's getting a shirt thanks to Galactus, all right? So all top 3 are going to get a shirt. Third is going to get a keychain. Second is going to get the Yuki Tsunoda trading card and the keychain. And first is going to get the Purple Sectors Wolfpack hat with the die-cast Ferrari car. That's what we got. We got to do it. We got to do it. Listen, we got to give back. We got to make it happen. That's what's happening, chat. That is what we're doing. We doing it big. We doing it big style here. We doing it big style here, chat. That's what we doing all day long. We making it happen. So big shout out. Like I said, first place, all right? First place is going to get the Wolfpack Purple Sectors hat, brand new. If you want me to autograph it, I will autograph it. And the die-cast Ferrari car. Second place is going to get the Yuki Lava, Silver Lava, with the Wolfpack keychain with the inscription on the back. Third place is going to get the keychain with an inscription on the back, and all top three will get Purple Sector Lifestyle shirts, all right? That's what we got today. Big shout out to everybody popping up here, having a good time, being super competitive. This is getting crazy out here. Big shout out, man. Nasty Stu, Derwin. Hey, everybody in here rocking it out. I want it all. He said, I'm taking that hat and the shirt and the car. Damn. Bro said, F and damn, I'm taking it all. Where does that put Nasty Stu? That puts Nasty Stu with 24,875. I'm about to put this in a bag, bro. I got this a new hat. I got to put in a Wolfpack bag. I got to put you in a Wolfpack bag. Got to, all right? Got to put you in a Wolfpack bag, for sure. Got to do it. Got to do it. Wolfpack bag. Doing it right now. I'm going to bag these up right now because we're in red flag conditions. We can make it happen. All right, Chad, here we go right here. Here we go right here. I got everybody's stuff bagged up. Don't forget that Galactus is sponsoring the shirts. Big out to Galactus, man. Galactus is always sponsoring something for the fam. That's what he does. I'm telling you. Bag right here. Your card will also be in the bag. All right. And you will get it in the Wolfpack Purple Sectors Lifestyle bag right here. Alpha Swag bag will be that. All right, so then on the other gift right here, we got the keychain for third. Keychain for third going in this bag. That will be shipped to you. And then for second place, we have the Yuki Tsunoda Trading Formula One card right here. We will put that in the bag. And you also will get the keychain in the bag, all right? Top three prizes, chat. Top three prizes, all right? We got top three prizes. Big shout out to everybody. Yo, Nasty Stu said, I want it all, but where does that put Nasty Stu? Where does that put him? 24,875. Mechanic Mercedes in 23,000. And Derwin Hill still with the Renault Power Unit. Julius, Julius, you're not far off if you want to knock Derwin off third with the Renault Power Unit, bro. You're not far off. You're not far off. All right, chat, big shout out. We're going to go. We got still our top 10. Darth is at 10. Mary Beanie 9083 at 8. Miss Dino at 7. Glass at 6. Galactus at 5th. Our sponsor today for 3 Wolfpack shirts. And let me see if I can show you all the shirts that you will be getting. We still got 3 minutes right there. Let me show you the shirts that you'll be getting. All right. So if you go to the website, let me bring the website up so you all can see the website. Let me see. I know I got the website up here. Let me bring it up for you. All right, Chad, if you go to the website, actually, let me not bring it up here. Let me bring it up big for you all to see so you all can actually see it big time style. Big time style. We got like 3 minutes before we got to resume. All right, so if you go over to the website, Wolfpack Performance, Alpha Swag, and I will go ahead and transition that so you all can see the whole website because that's a little big. Kind of hard to see the whole website like that. All right. So basically, I will show you the shirt that you will be getting. compliments of Galactus. Big shout out to Galactus. You go over to the website, wolfpackperformance.net. If you do want to, you hit shop. If you go down, we have the Purple Sector Lifestyle shirts right here. This is the hat you'll be getting, Purple Sector Lifestyle shirts right here. And this is the shirt that the top 3 will get right here, all right? So big shout out to Galactus. That is the shirt that you will be getting, Purple Sector's Lifestyle. And it will have the sector zones on the front. And that's what it looks like from the front, all right? So the top 3 will be getting a Wolfpack Performance Purple Sector's Lifestyle shirt like this one. And big shout out to Galactus sponsoring those. And you can send me your size. So anybody, before you get off, don't just leave, because we need to know. We need to know who's in the top 3. And the number 1 person will get this hat. And this hat is up right now, but the red logo hat will be up probably by next week. Red flag hat. I'm going to probably call it the red flag hat. That's going to be up next week. Wolfpack red flag hat, one that has the red circle on it, will be up next week. But that's the hat that the first place person will get, all right? So big shout out to Galactus making it happen. Big shout out to everybody. Let's have a good time in here. We're not done yet. Galactus is in the super chat. Galactus says, I will sponsor keychains for 4 through 10. Bill me. All right, chat. So that means we're going to have keychains for 4 through 10. And listen, I don't know where you are, okay? So some people are going to be out of the country. We'll have to work on it. If we can't get it to you, we can't get it to you. Just remember, it was free anyway. We'll find somebody that's not in next place. So 4 through 10 right now will be Julius. Galactus does not count himself. So Glass, Miss Dino, 083, Mary Beanie, and Darth right here around the Chi base. But listen, you're going to have this weekend to contact me on social media. If you don't contact me, you just won't get it. All right? You're going to have to contact me, and you're going to need to make sure that your screen name matches. So I'll need your address. You're not comfortable with your address, your phone number, and your email for tracking, shipper to reach you. Don't worry about it. But those people that contact me, you will get the keychain courtesy of Galactus, all right? So thank him for that. And I will get you a keychain, Wolfpack keychain. It would be one or these. One like this one, or to be the glass one, but you'll get a keychain. And big shout out to our top 3 right now, just going heavy in the chat. All right. Big shout out to Glad. Greg says, Jay, I'm going to need one of those honey buns today. Man, you going to make me go grab a honey bun too, Greg? Man, don't make me go get no honey bun, bro. I'll go get one right now. I ain't eat it, but I'll go get one right now, bro. All right, chat. We got the clock started. Clock has started. Galactus and I will get together after this in the Discord and work everything out for the logistics of what's going to happen. Then remember, you will need to get with me to get the address. So when this live is over, don't just leave. All right, because it won't be solidified until the clock says 0. When the clock says 0 and the checker flag drops for qualifying, that's when I will go back to the fans page and I will take a screenshot of the people in the top 10. I'll take a screenshot right there, and then is when this is going to be over. So if you're trying to get in, you can get in. And let me just be clear. Galactus is offering keychains for 4 through 10. That will be these people right here. Not including him. So right now it's 4 through 11 because Galactus right now is in 5th. So that's going to be these people right here. Julius, Glass, Miss Dino, Zero, Mary Beanie, Darth, and Che Base. All right. That's who we got right there. I'm going to take a screenshot of that before we get off. And then I'm going to have that list. You will have to contact me with your address, shipping, all of that stuff so we can make that happen. Okay. If you're in an area I can't ship because you know you got doo-doos, you know you got all types of tariffs, I don't know what it works like, but shit does happen, then it's okay, all right? It's a free gift from Galactus. Don't fault him and don't fault me. Top 3, we got to make sure we take care of you. Even if I got to pay $50 for shipping to get the shit to you, I will pay $50 for shipping to get the shit to you. I don't want my top 3 to go without, and I will try to work it out, all right? Big shout out. So remember, top 3 are all getting shirts, all right? Number 1 is going to get the hat, autograph hat with the Ferrari car. Number 2 is going to get the trading card with the keychain. Number 3 is getting a keychain and a shirt. Everybody's getting shirts. Let's go, chat. We got to get back to this qualifying. We got a minute left on the clock. Big shout out to the super chat. Lando Norris is trying to kick this in. Sainz right now still in provisional pole position. Right now, as it sits, we got super chats. Gregory Williams in the super chat says that truthfully, y'all made chat more exciting than qualifying. Thanks for keeping it gritty all day, bro. Nasty Sue says, it's like rain. I will hit you up on Facebook. Roger that, brother. Here we go, chat. Oh, we got rain in there on slicks. Lando Norris is trying to send it. He's trying to send it. The grip is changing right now on the track. Lando Norris could bite it right now. He could possibly bite it and not finish qualifying. Ooh, that was close. That was close. Lando is pulling this car out of the dirt. Derwin Hill says, I love this community. Please hit me like button. Peace and love. Peace and love to you too, bro. Oh, chat, this is... Ooh, he scraped the wall. Norris is only in second. He's only in second. Oh, Russell's up to second and kicks Norris to third. Oh, my gosh. 0 time on the clock. We'll wait for the checker flag to drop. I will screenshot the list for the final people. I will. Lawson is up to second place. This will be another junior Red Bull driver, possibly to outperform Max Verstappen. Antonelli kicks Russell to third. Oh, this is getting crazy. This is getting crazy. When the checker flag drops, I will screenshot the fan funding chat. Not till the checker flag drops. Right now, we still got green flag. Verstappen lays it down. Piastri is not on track. Lando Norris is not going to overtake that. This is crazy. Crazy. Max Verstappen kicks it up for a hot lap. Damn. Sainz is in second place and Lawson in third. This is a crazy start to a race. This is a crazy start to a race. We knew Lando Norris was not going to out-qualify Max Verstappen. Nobody had hope in that. If anybody was going to be able to do it at a circuit like this, it was going to be Piastri, and Piastri bit it. Yo. Not the best track to pass, although we do have sections where you can't overtake. Yo, this might be another race win for Max Verstappen and Red Bull here due to extenuating circumstances for real. When the checker flag drops, I'm going to screenshot the list. Yo, Oscar slips down to 9th and not even able to be out there and qualify. Crazy work right now. Where's the checker flag so I can screenshot the list? Checker flag still hasn't dropped yet, folks. Checker flag still hasn't dropped yet. Yeah, it has dropped. I'm going to screenshot the list right now. It's going to just drop. I got you. Screenshotting the list for that, and I'm going to save it over here. I'm going to go ahead and crop that for the top 3. So the top 3 right now, we do have Nasty Stu and Derwin for the top 3. So I'm going to crop that and save the top 3. I'm going to save that for top 3. And then I'm going to screenshot for 4 to 11. All right. I'm going to screenshot 4 to 11. All right. I'm going to screenshot 4 to 11. All right. Screenshotting 4 to 11, not including Galactus, because he's the one sponsoring the keychains and those shirts for the top 3. So now I got the screenshot on that 4 to 11. Now remember, you will need to reach out to me on social media by no later than Sunday. No later than Sunday, chat. I need you no later than Sunday to get me all your information. All right, so I'm saving the 4 through 11 right now. Yo, big shout out to everybody making this an epic qualifying live stream. That is absolutely fun. All right, I saved 4 to 11, so we're good. All right. So top 3 today. Big shout out to the top 3 showing and giving us an epic battle. 24,975 points. Nasty Stu, contact me so you can get the hat and the F1 diecast Formula 1 Ferrari car. If you want me to autograph the hat, let me know before I send it. Then big shout out to second, which is going to be Mechanic Mercedes, getting the Yuki Tsunoda trading card and the keychain. Big shout out to Derwin Hill getting the keychain. All top 3 will get Purple Sector Lifestyle shirts. 4 through 11, because we're excluding Galactus, will also get keychains, but you need to reach out to me, all right? You need to contact me on Instagram, contact me on Twitter. Those are the best places to contact me, Instagram or Twitter. I'll need your name, your address, your phone number for the shipper. Please Keychains might be a bit different because I might be able to send those a little bit lower with the shipping because it's a smaller item, so we might not need as much as that, but I at least need your email and your address, at least that, because I'm going to send everything with tracking. I'm putting tracking on everything. So your email needs to be there. Yo, this was epic, chat. Max Verstappen takes pole position. As we see right there, we got Carlos Sainz in second. We got Liam Lawson, Antonelli, Russell. Now, we all know circumstances yielded a different result here. Max Verstappen taking advantage of that in the final seconds as the track was really more challenging. He takes that. Norris can't make it happen. Piastri bites the wall. Ferrari fumbles it up. This lineup is absolutely ridiculously interesting, and I think we are in for an awesome race tomorrow. We are in for an awesome race, okay? I didn't see this coming. I definitely didn't see this coming, chat. Galactus says Max is good for the hot lap. All the time, bro. I say it all the time he's good for the hot lap. I say it all the time he's good for the hot lap. Hey, G5 says, hey, Jay, no more performance talk shirts. I haven't gotten any more made yet, bro. I haven't got any more made because the person who was making them, big situation with that. It was a big situation with that. So I haven't got any more made, but I do have some on the website. So I do have Performance Talk shirts on the website, but none of the green ones like I used to have. So Performance Talk shirts can be bought on the website as well. They're different. I designed a different one. So the new variation is on the website. You can order those on the website. Baraka in the live chat says that was one long quality, but I'll take it. Baraka, it was a long qualifying, but it was worth it. It was worth it. That was a long qualifying. That's like a 3-hour movie that was good that didn't seem like 3 hours versus having a 3-hour movie that seemed like 5 hours because the shit wasn't good. That was a 3-hour movie that was good and it didn't seem like 3 hours. And we got a total of 6 red flags for that entire qualifying session, all right? Basically 2 red flags per Q1, Q2, Q3. Gregory's in here, says, I'm wondering who has my name. GK63 is me. Got you. Make sure you reach out to me on social media. Remember, if you don't reach out, not sending, you got till Sunday. You got till Sunday, all right? I need your name, your address, your email, and our phone number too, okay? Really, your name, your address, and your email will suffice. For packages that are going overseas, you may need to include your phone number because they may need to reach out to you for duties, taxes, or whatever else might be crazy. Top 3, definitely need all of that because I'm going to insure the package, this package for sure, at minimum $100. I'm going to insure each package for $100 for sure, all right? So big shout out to everybody in here. This was an epic qualifying session. It is crazy to see Liam Lawson in the top 3 at qualifying. Yo, Antonelli's going to be on his ass. Lawson's going to have a battle on his hands with the Mercedes cars for him. So Yuki might be doing something, but those Papaya cars, they're going to be trying to work it out. They're definitely going to be trying to work it out, chat, for sure. All right, chat, we're about to get up out of here. Big shout out. Big thanks to everybody who fell through and had an awesome time. This was so damn epic. I appreciate you all. We got a good race on our hands tomorrow. I will see you live tomorrow. I might see you live later today. Do not forget, people reach out to me. Verify your name on the YouTube with a screenshot of your name if you're trying to prove it to me, because if it seems funny, I'm going to be like, I don't know if this is you or not. Make sure you're there, okay? Big shout out to everybody. Big shout out to Galactus sponsoring not only top 3 with shirts, but sponsoring keychains 4 through 11. Galactus says 6 red flags has been a record. And I thought 5 was going to be crazy. And with that being said, chat, have a good one. Stay blessed. Drink water. Stay healthy. We are out of here. Reach out to me. 1 through 11. Reach out to me. Peace.